Yeah. Shalom, Israel. Shalom. Halal YaHaWah, BaHaSham YaHaWaShi, BaHaSham Qadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of great millstone who teach well and rule well. Peace and salutation to the Akim pushing his truth all over the earth. And to the Akwith listening, quietly listening and learning. Shalom. This is your brother Shema from the Pillars of Benjamin camp here in Toronto with another lesson. And I don't know what the title is going to be, but through the spirit and power of YaHaWah BaHaSham YaHaWaShi, the title will come. But pretty much the topic is these stimulus packages, right? That Babylon the Great has been distributing, right? And we're gonna watch this quick video. It was on CNBC television, right? What's left of the stimulus packages is the title, and it is published. It's published yesterday, and yeah, we'll watch it, and we'll attach some scriptures through the spirit and power of YaHaWah BaHaSham YaHaWaShi.
As the country deals with new COVID concerns, the debate over more stimulus rages on in Washington. But new data shows there's still a surprising amount of funding left in the programs that have already passed Congress. Kayla Tashi has that story for us. Hey, Kayla.
Hey, Wilfred, more stimulus is a when, not if type of question. But as to the when of those talks formally getting underway, White House negotiators and Republican leaders on Capitol Hill are not expected to hold formal discussions over new stimulus until late July, after Congress returns from a 2-week recess. The reasoning is that existing programs are working, they're not expired, and they're far from fully spent. Out of $2.8 trillion allocated in the last 3 packages, about $1.5 trillion has been dispersed. That's according to White House budget data provided to lawmakers and obtained by CNBC. That number will go up when the Fed's new lending programs get underway, but as of this week, programs like expanded unemployment insurance, FEMA disaster relief loans, and reimbursements for hospitals still had about 2/3 of allocated money left. Earlier today on CNBC, the Treasury Secretary said as that money starts to get into the economy over the next month, that should help until new aid is authorized.
There's only about $1.6 trillion of that money actually in the economy. So, over the next month, you're going to see over another $1 trillion pumped into the economy. That's going to have a big impact. We have the Fed program. We have Main Street, which is going to be now up and running. And we're prepared to go back to Congress for more money to support the American worker.
Of course, the strategy of waiting until late July relies on another upbeat jobs report coming out for June. That report is due out on July 2nd. Wilf and Sarah, back to you.
Kayla, thank you very much for that.
Yeah. So yeah, more stimulus money. The full amount that's been allocated is not in circulation, right? But yeah, it's just going to add to the trillions and trillions of dollars of more debt that Babylon the Great is taking on. Another brother dropped a video. I watched a video yesterday of one of the other brothers, Brother Malcolm, right? And basically China is selling off American treasure notes, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, and this stimulus stuff, man. Listen. This stimulus money is priming you up, lubing you up, getting you ready, right, to eventually take this vaccine, because it's gonna come with hooks and snares, man, stumbling blocks. You know what I mean? You don't take this vaccine, you don't get this stimulus money, man. Right, and ultimately, right after that is the mark of the beast, right? The chip. Proverbs 23 verse 1, and it reads, "When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee." Right, when you sit down to eat at the ruler's table, the king's table. In this case, the American government, Babylon's table, right? Consider what is before thee, right? These stimulus packages, these stimulus packages is what's ordaining the table right now. You know, they got their plates and their cutlery and their napkins folded, right? The coasters and the cups. That's the stimulus packages, man. Right? When thou sittest to eat with the ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite, right? So if you're given to appetite, right? If you're given to the lust of the flesh, right? Put a knife to thy throat, right? Because you're gonna take whatever it is they tell you to take in order to receive, in order to quench this appetite, right? In order to receive these stimulus packages, right? Verse 3, and it reads, be not desirous of his dainties, right? Don't be desirous of wicked Esau's dainties, right? Babylon the Great's dainties. What's ordaining the table that he set, right? Be not that he set, the key word that he set, right? This is a snare. Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat, man. Right? Deception. They're coming with clauses and hidden fees, right? Right? Verse 4. Labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. Verse 5. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats, right? Babylon the Great has an evil eye, man, right? And this bread that he's given to eat, right? 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 He's got an ulterior motive, man. Ultimately, the vaccine, and ultimately the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. Verse 7, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. Right. Yeah, take the stimulus package. Take it. Here's money. We're helping the American worker. We're helping the Babylonian worker. Right? Verse 7, once again, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. Right? His heart's not with you, man. Right? Doesn't it say, let's get this one. Words are smooth as butter. Isn't that in Psalms 55? Yeah. Psalms 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Right? 2/3 are going to get caught up in this, man. Right? 2/3 are going to line up for these stimulus packages, right? And get caught up in this, man. Right? War is in his heart. Wicked Esau, Babylon the Great. War is in his heart, man. You know what I mean? This is a starve out process, man. A scorched earth process, man. Starve you out, make you really, you know, they lock off all jobs. You know what I mean? People can't make ends meet. People can't pay their bills. Businesses are closing down, right? Starving you out, right? Give you a little in here, a little there, some stimulus packages, right? Sirach 31 verse 6. Sirach chapter 31 verse 6, right? But the elect is not going to get caught up in this, man. You know what I mean? The elect is not going to get caught up into this. Sirach chapter 31 verse 6. Gold hath been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present. Right? Money, man. Right? That's what these stimulus checks is, money. Cash injection, money. Right? 2/3 going to get caught up in this, along with the heathen and other nations, wicked Esau. Right? Verse 7, here's a point. It is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it. Right? A stumbling block. Those that's, money is your God, money is their God. 2/3 going to get caught up in this, man, along with the heathen. Right? Sacrificing to their God, gold, money, fiat currency. It's a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it. And every fool shall be taken therewith, right? Snare. You're caught. You're done. You're through. You're going to line up, you're going to take the vaccine, you're going to line up, you're going to take the chip. The RFID chip, the mark of the beast. Pursuant to Revelation chapter the 13th chapter. Verse 12, if thou sit at a bountiful table, be not greedy upon it, and say not, there is much meat on it, right? Right? Starving, hungry, this bountiful table of stimulus packages set nicely adorned, right? Right? You're gonna be greedy upon it. You're gonna lust after it, man. Right? Right? Wicked Esau, Babylon the Great. Right? These stimulus packages are just setting up. It's a setup for the ultimate agenda, mark of the beast. Right? Proverbs chapter 20, Proverbs chapter 22, verse 16. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. Right? As he's about to eat, the Most High YaHaWaShi is going to rain fire on his head, man. Right? Right? Babylon the Great's coming to want. Right? They're in straits. Job chapter 15. Job chapter 15. Salakia, Job chapter 20. Is it 20 or 21? It's one of the two. Yeah. Job chapter 20, verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, YaHaWah, BaHaSham YaHaWaShi, shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he's eating. Right? So while Babylon the Great's eating, right, chipping the whole world, the Most High YaHaWah, BaHaSham YaHaWaShi is going to rain fire on him. Right? Let's close out. All right, these stimulus packages are going to set up. 2/3 going to get caught up in it. The wicked heathen, the wicked Esau going to get caught up in it. Right? Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And this is a physical mark, man. Right? The RFID chip, the mark of the beast. Right? Charagma being the mark. This is a physical mark. John the Revelator has had this vision, man. Right? A physical mark. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell. No one's going to be able to buy or sell without this mark, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right? Right? Halal YaHaWah, BaHaSham YaHaWaShi, BaHaSham Qadash. Most High willing, you're edified. Right? Double honors to the apostle and elders of great millstone who teach one to rule well. Peace and salutation to the Akim pushing his truth all over the earth. Kwam Yasharala, Abad Babal.